All right, guys, just a word of advice. I use my Cerberus triple ply knee sleeves as shin guards when I'm deadlifting so I don't bleed all over everything. And then I'll even put a pair of sweatpants on. Of course, you can't do that in the meet, but you can do it in a strongman contest. And it just helps with your technique and stuff, because every half inch away from the bar is away from your legs, you're pulling another 50 pounds, so you want it to ride right up your legs. So that's my little tip, and I'm gonna get started on this in a minute. Today started warming up with the deadlift. I just trained upper back like 3 days ago, and I've been actually getting after it pretty good for the last, I don't know, month. Trying to get back into just lifting shape and stuff like that after OSG and Masters World's Strongest Man. And started up on the deadlifts, they didn't feel good. So now I'm gonna kind of take this as an active rest day or just a light training day. I mean, so I'm gonna end up doing some safety bar squats to work on my mobility and getting down. But you know, James over here, he's kind of like telling me to kind of take it easy today. I mean, what do you think?
Don't make any progress if you hurt yourself.
Yeah, true. So we're gonna kind of do some of these. He's gonna do good mornings with this while I do the safety bar squats, or the Hatfield version of the safety bar squats where I hold on to the rack. And I'm just trying to sit down in there and stretch and get my hip mobility back. Because also when I was warming up on the deadlifts and I'm pulling in, I was having problems pulling my hips like forwards before I pulled it off the ground, and it just didn't feel good today. So sometimes you gotta know when to bag it and switch on to the next thing. I don't wanna go full bore today, so I'm gonna just do some lighter training and still get some stuff done. What do you think? What do you think we should do today besides these?
However your back feels.
Some of the hypers.
Yeah, we can go hard on the small exercise and not hurt ourselves.
Yeah. Maybe either a carry or drag, or maybe just a drag for conditioning too.
It's fine with me. I'll probably do the carrying, right? I'm back on.
It sounds like I'll do carry and drag too then. But yeah, so just check out what we're doing. Good.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. Good. That's pretty easy. right, so we just kind of finished up taking an active rest day. We still got some training in, but neither one of us felt great going today. And the biggest part of gaining over time is just not getting hurt. So when you don't feel right and you're warming up, I mean, in some cases you gotta push through it, but in most, it's better to just either have an active training day where you train things that don't bother it and just go, or just shut it down for the day. Because man, once you get hurt, you're looking at another 4 to 10 weeks of healing and everything else. And James and I both agreed. And
after you get probably 10 solid years of good training, you know when to make that call, when to push through and when to take it.
Yeah, and then there's Callie over here who also advised on the same thing today. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh,
you're on the spot.
What, my insight for the day? Well, Nick is, a lot of people don't understand what Nick is really good at is intuitive training. It took me a long time to understand this because I am a 5x5, 4x5, 3x3, 2x2, 1 kind of girl and kind of mindset. That makes sense. That linear progress makes sense to me. Nick does not apply those principles into his training. But what he does do is that intuitive training where he will shut things down if they're not feeling good. So what I kind of had to do was adapt my ability to give him insight and give him feedback by what he does, not by what I do, because it didn't match, didn't work for us. So
that was a lot of fights.
Yeah, it did cause a lot of fights. But what he's really good at is just reading his body and knowing when to push hard, push through, and when to shut it off. And today was a day where we got plenty of time before anything important's coming up. And he could do a nice, good, active recovery day today, get some blood moving, get some things going, rather than grind on it too hard and risk getting hurt and being out. So we just kind of use that principle, and it really seems to work well for him because as his age, for a testament, you see he is, you know, the oldest guy out there, and he's still able to do what he does. And he's sexy as hell.
I'm lucky.
Right?
I am lucky. I'm lucky. What I'm really lucky is that Callie has such bad taste in men. Such a pretty woman with bad taste in men. I'm very lucky.